These three men somehow came into $4.4 million, killed 6 people without spending a dime, and burned all the cash. It turned out that a few days earlier, the brothers had gone to pay respects at their parents' graves and were giving their close friend Mark a ride home. Suddenly, a fox darted out onto the road. Yageo reacted instantly, jerking the steering wheel, causing the car to lose control and crash into a tree. Yage grabbed his hunting rifle to chase the fox, but Hank kept trying to talk him out of it, to no avail. After searching for a long time without catching the fox, Mark grew bored and started throwing snowballs. One accidentally struck an airplane buried beneath the snow. Hank went to investigate and found a body inside the plane. They discovered a heavy bag in the aircraft. Upon seeing its contents, all three were stunned. It was filled to the brim with cash. Hank urged them to call the police, but Mark and Yag insisted the money was undoubtedly ill-gotten. No one would report it missing if they took it. Faced with a fortune beyond their wildest dreams, Hank couldn't resist temptation either. He proposed a seemingly safer plan. He proposed keeping the money, but placing it under his custody until the plane was discovered. If no one claimed it by then, they could divide the funds. If they refused, he would call the police immediately. Mark and Accord reluctantly agreed. After discussing, the trio counted the cash, a staggering $4.4 million. Just as their excitement peaked, a police car pulled up behind them. The small-town sheriff had arrived on patrol. All three froze in panic. Hank ordered Mark and Yag into the car while he faced the sheriff alone. Hank lied to the sheriff, blaming a fox for the accident. He claimed the car had just been repaired, and he was heading home when the foolish Yage blurted out, "Did you mention the plane?" Fortunately, the sheriff didn't press further, and Hank managed to talk his way out of it. Hank warned Mark not to tell anyone, but Mark quickly told his wife and dumped all the cash on the table. Seeing so much money, his wife laughed with delight. That night, unable to sleep, his wife suggested returning $500,000 of the money. That way, when the police found the plane wreckage, they could slip that $500,000 back into their wallets and drop the investigation. Hank thought her plan was sound. The next day, he approached his brother Jacob, claiming he'd accidentally moved the plane's seats and needed help restoring them. He asked Jacob to pretend to change a tire outside as a diversion, while Hank slipped into the woods to return the $500,000 to the plane. However, he hadn't anticipated that Jacob would encounter a neighbor out hunting. The neighbor claimed he was chasing a fox that had stolen chickens into the woods. Fearing the plane would be discovered, Jacob killed the neighbor. To cover up the crime, Hank decided to move the neighbor's body and stage it to look like a traffic accident.